Oh, I'm going to be thinking about your nose for a very long time.
You're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
Yeah,
I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Can I touch your nose?
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, I'm going to fuck the shit out your nose.
I want that inside me.
Samantha's not only a really cool person, but she's a great artist, Martin. And I finally talked to her into doing some art for us here for dtmerch.com. And there she goes, Martin. Just like real life, you know, you're good and I'm evil. Now you can wear us on your shirt. Yeah, Martin's a little angel and I'm pretty much Satan. I'm not even a demon. I'm just black Satan right there. And we have this.
In a V-neck.
In a V-neck Satan. Man, now that would be a cool band, wouldn't it? Satan in the V-neck. This is our Artist of the Month shirt for October. And you can get it in 2 colors. We got it in black, and also we got it in dark olive. And if you like that, well, we got more artists coming up. And along with that, we have the regular items in the store. The hats, the shirts, the phone covers, the gift certificates. So here we have a new backpack coming up, so check that out when you can. And please go over there and check out Samantha's work. And even if you don't get anything from us, do check out her. Check out her website. Samantha drew that. You can go in there and see all the artwork that she's done, illustrations and designs. And if you like it that much, maybe you can commission her to do something a little personal for you. I know my girl, she's like been over there like, all right, God damn it, I want to talk about Stars Born. Well, Venom came from the stars. Oh, you looking forward to this movie? Yes. So we got Charisma over here, and Charisma's looking forward to A Star Is Born. Have you seen the any of the originals? Oh, no. Did you know that this was made like about 4 times now?
Yeah, this is the 4th one.
This is the 4th one. Girl, let me educate you. You've been looking for this review and you don't know what the hell we talking about. Hey, let me give you, listen, I got something for you right here. You're going to like this. So, Star Is Born, as we said, this is a movie that's been made a lot. It's almost, 4 times now.
Yeah.
It's almost like people say, hey, I need something to remake. What's a safe bet? Star Is Born. I believe the first one was made back in 1937.
Yep.
Selznick International, Janet Gaynor, and we also have Frederick March. Ask your grand folks. Shit, that's my great grandma. But now we got this version, 2018, by Bradley Cooper. And Bradley Cooper, he said, you know what, I'm tired of being that raccoon. I need to be respected in Hollywood. I got other skills besides doing voices and acting and looking pretty as fuck. I can also be very good behind the camera. And what we have here, and this is a movie that a lot of people are looking at with kind of one eyebrow raised, because they say, yeah, we don't know about the people that you got in here. It's like, okay, you want to sing, and you also want Lady Gaga to act. You know, out of everybody that you could pick, why this? You have Bradley Cooper as Jackson.
Jackson Mayer.
Jackson Mayer. Yeah, he's fucked up. He's an alcoholic. He's selling out stadiums. Everybody plays his music everywhere he goes. He can't go into a bar without hearing his own music. Hates his own music sometimes. But the reason why he hears his music played in bars all the time because he's always in bars. He can't pass one up.
That's true. Every time I go into a bar, they're playing my song.
He passes by a bar. They said, look, that's a transvestite club. He's like, they got alcohol? Transvestite, is that a cocktail? Because
yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Maine, the liquor stores are closed.
He goes into this bar, and that's where he discovers Lady Gaga's character. But she, for an act that she's not taking completely serious, she is incredible. And it's almost like he just falls in love with her voice and then starts to fall in love with the woman. You know, if you can kind of read ahead on what we're telling you, while one person's on the rise, somebody else is starting to fall, and that could bring a lot of things down, careers and the relationships that they form. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for 2018's A Star Is Born, and we'll be back with our review. (1954) had the Liza Minnelli version.
No, Judy Garland.
I mean, Judy Garland. I'm thinking about the Judy Garland version. Yeah, the Judy Garland version, and with that one, at the time, that was like a huge blockbuster.
Right.
You know, that was like Star Wars when it came out.
Yeah, and there's the original cut was 3 hours.
Yeah, and well, I think it's even today when you watch it, it's still 3 hours. But back then, that's the way it was pitched.
They've gone back and restored a lot of it.
Okay, because I was about to watch it the other night, and I said, hell no, I ain't watching this. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah,
but
I did the same thing.
But Judy Garland from the Wizard of Oz, she plays the female role in here, the rising star. And back then, when they were pitching it, they say the blockbuster business was born in the 80s, but this was the equivalent of a blockbuster when it came out.
Yes, a star is born. A new era in motion picture achievement is also born. So lavishly poured into every scene.
Movies will not exist after this shit. You know, Nothing you'll
ever see is ever be as good as you've seen right now. Newsflash.
Yeah.
That evolved into In a World.
Yeah.
I want that guy back, though.
I want this guy back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want that guy back. Venom, the greatest spectacle you've ever seen.
This is pulling back from what you kind of see here, this movie that we got here. Even though Bradley Cooper is kind of channeling the 1970, what was it, 76?
76,
with
yeah.
Chris Christopherson and Barbra Streisand, because he's kind of looking like Chris Christopherson. Plus, they're both rock stars. And although this is a big studio film, they've actually pulled back on a lot. Now you can see the money that's in there. Like you see the big arenas with all the screaming fans and all the screaming crowds. I mean, even if that's staged, that's a lot of people.
Sure.
That's a lot of resources to use up.
Unless you just After Effects it.
Yeah, you can just copy and paste.
Some other big concert.
Oh shit, that's just called B-roll. Stock footage. And Bradley Cooper, you know, with this, what I would say is that he resists using like the regular conventions of a big budget drama. You know, what I love about it, there's no artificial drama going on. It feels like, because there's no big score throughout the movie. You know, there's no musical track going through there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, there's so much of their own music that's in here that there's not a score. You're just watching people.
And they do that because the music is actually pretty amazing. I mean, or maybe the movie just worked that well, because what happens is that being that you don't have a score that's playing throughout the whole movie, the music, when they start to sing it, it stands out even more. It's more powerful when they do it.
Yeah, powerful is a good word for it, because I mean, Lady Gaga, she's always had that powerful voice. Like I mean, you know, when I think of modern pop music, the only three singers who I think of as having real voices would be Jennifer Hudson and Christina Aguilera and her.
And Lady Gaga, yeah.
And that can belt out a song with so much power that your eyes water.
Yeah, man.
But Bradley Cooper holds his own. He's one of the few actors, I think, who sings and sounds like a genuine rock star or musician.
Okay, can I just say fuck Bradley Cooper?
Oh, I know. I thought that too, because I was like, wait, okay, not only do you look good, you can act your ass off, now you can sing like this, yeah. And your first time directing, you're able to do this?
Bradley Cooper.
Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Bradley Cooper is handsome as hell. He's a great actor. Now apparently he can direct. And then one day he just said, you know what, I want to sing. And God said, okay.
Anything else for you, Mr. Cooper, son?
I can't resist your pretty ass. Yeah. That's something to be so pretty that God just kisses your ass, man.
Right.
Bends to your will.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't give you that already? Here you go.
This is Bradley Cooper's voice when you hear him in the movie.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways down. Maybe it's time to let the old ways down.
And at first I knew, I'd heard that was him singing, but I didn't want to believe it. I said, no, ain't no way God gave everybody all that. And I went and researched it. It's him, man. There's an article. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of articles, but this is from Bustle, and it's kind of a romantic story about his singing right there. You know, and that leads to the impact that the romance in the movie makes, because apparently, if you want to go by this article, him and Lady Gaga, they just got so much talent that they just giving each other some.
Yeah.
Here you want some music? Here you want some acting? You know, I got some to spare.
And I've seen her act before. She's been on American Horror Story, so I knew that she had some talent. She knew what she was doing, in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But this, you go like, God damn, girl.
But what happened is that she coached him on singing, and she's already acted, but he kind of coached her on acting a little bit. I mean, being that he's the director, and you're right, she has done some acting before. I mean, if you watch American Horror Story, she has been on that before, and you know, she's always had stage presence. You know, I mean, it's, anybody who's seen her wearing Muppets and shit, you know, it's, But what I like about it is that there's a lot of things that bring these people down to just a kind of an earthly level, and that makes the story just more powerful itself. That whole thing about them, like, kind of being each other's muses, coaches, training each other, that chemistry shows.
It really does. You totally buy them as two people who met each other one night, fell in love, and just, never left each other until things got real bad.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it, you feel, you hurt for him when you see this just is not going to work out.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know it from the beginning, because from the very beginning, he is such a drunk that you're like, oh, goddamn.
Oh, yeah. No, the way he's stumbling, the credits come up, he's stumbling through that shit. Knocking letters down.
Yeah.
Bradley, man, come on. Method acting. But, no, Lady Gaga.
Well, I heard that he's been in treatment, so he had a lot to bring to that.
Oh, wow, man, there's so much brought to it. I mean, with her dropping the theatrics and giving a very human performance. Like
very down there.
She strips herself down from everything, almost to a point where
you don't recognize it.
You don't recognize it, almost to a point where she just brought it down to an area where she's uncomfortable, because what she's saying in the movie about people looking at her, criticizing her for her looks, she's been criticized for her music, her looks, her stage performance. She struggled to get where she is, and I swear to God that she brought it to this performance that she's giving right here. And those two together, man.
I thought it was interesting. That's a running thing she keeps talking about. Like, they always say my nose is too big, and I was like, that's funny, because the last person to play this role was Barbra Streisand, who had the powerful voice and the nose everybody talked about.
And I think that's why they actually cast her, in addition to her being not only a talented actress and a singer, but, I mean, I ain't trying to say anything, but, they both got kind of a similar nose thing going on.
Well, that was the thing. People will say, well, Barbra Streisand, you're all the rich and famous. Why won't you fix your nose? And she said, well, it might change the way I sing.
Right.
So it was just kind of this thing, same thing with Gaga. She couldn't do that. So Gaga, that's her real life story. People didn't like the way she looked, even though they loved her voice. And so then she goes, I'm going to put all these costumes on and Kermits and meat. And that took off. And that's why a lot of her music's about like loving yourself and progression, gay rights, all that stuff.
Nice.
Because she was shunned for so long.
No, that's cool, man, and because it shows in the performance. Thank you for adding that in there, because not only do they bring a lot of personal experience to their performances here, but I mean they make a whole scene about her nose.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most romantic things I've seen in a movie in a long time. It really is like watching two people slowly and naturally fall in love with each other.
Oh, I'm going to be thinking about your nose for a very long time.
You're full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
Yeah,
I'm telling
you
you the truth.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Can I touch your nose?
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out your nose.
I want that inside me.
Second thought, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, you put porno music behind anything, it could be kind of sexy, you know?
Yeah,
That's how you do it.
Yeah, he waited for the right time.
Don't do that at bars, guys. You have to look like Bradley Cooper for that to work.
You got to wait for that tied to the whipping post to come on the jukebox.
Yeah, he was looking at her titties the whole time. Oh, that's a great nose you got. Yeah, my nose is up here. No, it ain't. What'd you think about the rest of the casting in here, man?
Man, I was just going to mention how much I love that. I love that the third billing goes to Andrew Dice Clay, who plays her dad, and he was great in it.
Andrew looking like Grandpa Wolverine, right?
Yes,
but you know what? There was like counter casting going on in here. It was almost like comedians want to be taken seriously and do drama, and nobody would give him a chance except Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. That's my curiosity.
But you know what? Dave Chappelle's gonna get a lot of attention, but Andrew Dice Clay, like he he really has some of the most touching scenes in the movie.
Yeah, he does.
For Andrew being that guy who's like, fuck you, so, you know, all that kind of bullshit. He's like, he really plays these tender moments with her as a limo driving father. There are moments in here where like it just builds too, because it seems like they got a rocky relationship, but as the movie goes on, like her experience is just bringing them closer.
Oh yeah,
and the way he plays her father, it
so
moved me, man.
It's same here. He's so in her corner, and even at the point where Bradley Cooper falls off the wagon, he's just like crying. It's like, your dad. It's like, yeah, man, I feel that kind of. I let this guy down out of all the shit I've done.
Yeah, because daddy gonna beat his ass too. Cause
well, he's just like, man, this sweet guy who's been here, and why'd I have to do that? You know who else got me was Sam Elliott.
Saw him, yeah.
And Sam Elliott is this actor who has his whole career, mostly he's been a tough guy. His mustache has gotten him a lot of roles, but it's also held him back from getting things that are dramatic. Yeah. And lately, now he's gotten older, I'm seeing him get these roles where he's really had to dig deep and cry. And when he cries, it makes me cry.
Sam Elliott, because you're looking at a tough man cry.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, Sam Elliott's mustache beat up about 5 people. Just his mustache, man. So when you see a tough man cry like this, because this is a movie where Bradley Cooper made sure everybody had a really human moment. And Sam Elliott plays his brother. And because this guy has a problem, his brother's been the one who's kind of even given up his career to take care of this guy. And, it's even one moments where he's just giving some old wise advice, some old sage advice. Even that just kind of brings you close to tears, because it just sounds so sincere.
Music is essentially 12 notes between any octave. 12 notes and the octave repeats. It's the same story, told over and over.
Actually, when you can understand it, when no, it's there's some moments in there with him and his brother that are really rough to watch too. And we're talking about Dave Chappelle, as you said, and it's not a huge role in the movie. It's not a big part, but the part that he has in there is pretty impressive for him doing a dramatic turn.
Jack, I feel like we've done this before.
What kind of neighborhood is this where rock stars just pass out and nobody says shit?
Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Beverly Hills.
It was almost like FedEx dropped his ass off.
I always knew like you were gonna do something. That you'd be all right. It's the first time I'm worried about you.
Man, those dramatic beats right there really work. I would never expect that out of Dave Chappelle. And that shit, he ain't been this serious since his ass ran off to Africa.
Well, that's the thing. I guess he's been trying to be an actor before, like Half Baked and stuff. He was up for Bubba in Forrest Gump.
He was.
Mm-hmm. They wanted him, and I think he did Half Baked instead. I don't forgot, but yeah, he was in the running for that, and he didn't get it.
Huh. Really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting, man. I did not know that. That's too bad. Who knows what other projects we would have got? Mm-hmm. He would have gone the lines of Bubba. Never heard from him. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't get it. I'm gonna be like everybody else who's seen this movie. I'm incredibly impressed by this film, man.
It's very emotional, and it's one where it basically sticks to the same story that all four of them do, but he just focused on getting real performances out of everybody, keeping it very down to earth and relatable, and which made it more emotional, and a lot just focusing on everybody's talent. It is such a talent showcase.
Yeah, man. And the thing with the movie being as for me as moving as it is, I had the benefit of going in without having seen any of the others.
Oh, you hadn't?
I've seen some of the 76 one, but I was a kid and I didn't, I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah,
because my mother really liked that movie. I hear that movie's not that good.
It's not. It's okay. It's a bit soap opera-ish. Honestly, I think all of them suffer, and even this one, there's not a whole lot of character development.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree without a whole lot of development going on. You see in the movie that there's a lot of improvising happening, and dramatic improvisation happening. And the only bad thing I could say about that is that there are some moments where you could tell that they are acting for the movie being as good as it is. There are moments where it's like, all right, there's not a lot going on. I know this scene needs to be here, but it seems like it just seems like it could be a little tighter.
Yeah.
But small complaint.
It's small.
Not a big complaint at all. Because with whatever happens that you might think takes you out the movie, feel takes you out the movie, something else will happen that's extremely heartfelt or just way intense.
Yeah, and especially things are leading somewhere, but when it happens, you just squirm in your seat. And I know as much as I like or maybe used to like uncomfortable moments, I was like,
man,
can we just get past this part?
There's a moment in here. It's like watching a horror film. And believe me, it's nothing horrific about it. Nobody's getting physically abused or anything. No one's life is in jeopardy. But it is so hard to watch. And I put my head down, and when at the corner of my eye, everybody in my row was just like, just in this.
Really?
Just stop. Yeah, it's a hard thing to watch it in.
It's a hard scene to watch.
Yeah, man, it's something that it's something just really horrible in here. You just don't. You would never want to see yourself in that position.
You wouldn't want to see yourself in it. You wouldn't want to see.
I want to see you in it. No, no, of course not. No, you wouldn't want to see anybody in this, man.
No.
It was a horrible thing.
It could be somebody you don't like, and you wouldn't want to see them in that position.
In fact, some of the movies are played up for comedy, but this is in real life. Something like that is rough. It's rough. First of all, it's a great film, in my opinion. I love this movie. When people say it's one of the best movies of the year, it's already going to be in my top 5. I can tell.
Really?
Yeah. People say, you say it every year.
Well, that's why you have a top 20 every year.
Exactly.
You said it about the last 5 movies.
Until something knocks it out. Besides being a great movie, the romance in this works so well, the love story works so well, that I would say go see it as a date movie, but the bad part of that is that the tragedy works so well too.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, because the romance works so well, the tragedy cuts that much deeper.
Don't take a date to see. You ain't getting sex after this unless depression makes you horny. You sick fuck.
Especially if your plan was, well, we'll go see this and get drinks afterwards. No, you won't.
Actually, I did.
No, I know you did.
That shit does not have that effect on me, man.
Can't let the old ways die.
I was looking at this. I was like, man, this is hard. I need a drink. But man, this is a very high full price. This is definitely going to be an Oscar contender, man. I would not be surprised if this. I'm gonna go ahead and call it this. Since we have a nomination of 10 movies, you're going to see this in there.
It is one of the best movies you'll see this year. Here, listening to Bradley Cooper, I was like, yeah, I would buy this album.
I would. Yeah, I was sitting there the whole time and. Looking at this and listening, and when I was listening to it the whole time, I was saying, "Please don't be Bradley Cooper."
That's what I was.
He don't need all that. Man, he don't need that.
That's what I was going to ask. Is the music good enough to buy?
It is.
Like, so you go, okay, like I'm gonna leave, and I want to have that soundtrack in my.
If you like, but okay, if you
like
know what you like, but like if you like rock with a kind of a western twinge to it or a country,
Acoustic-y
yeah. So no, some of it actually rocks out. Like the moment he gets on stage and starts rocking out, and I'm just kind of like, this is good. It's actually good rock music.
Yeah, he plays the kind of music that you could see filling a stadium like that.
Yep.
Okay. And then her shit, man.
Right.
When she starts singing, grab your tissues and hold on to your seat because she just blows it out. But yeah, it's definitely a full price movie.
Yeah, definitely, and highly recommended, man. Even if you are on a date, I think that it'll be good. It'll be, you two will be walking out crying and like, it's all right, girl, come over to my place.
Yeah, exactly.
I need some consoling right now. It'll make you very sensitive.
After that, I need a drink, right? No.
You could actually, after this movie.
I think we need to break up.
Oh, yeah. If you're picking to break it up, you ain't going to do it watching this movie. If anything, guys, if you play it right, you got it made. It's
true.
I don't want to be alone tonight.
But if you want to break up with somebody, this is the movie to take it up to. It's like, I drank that one time? I think it's